Measuring for drapery is easy with 2 pages. In this video, we'll walk you through the simple steps to measure soft top drapery. A soft top curtain gives you a smooth, pleat-free finish at the top, adding a touch of simplicity to your space. This style includes options like 4-in-1, rod pocket, flat hook, tab top, and back tab, making it easy to create a relaxed, modern look. Here's what you need for the measurement: a metal tape measure, a pencil, and a piece of paper. Now let's get started. There are 2 different measurement situations we need to consider before we measure. First, the curtain rod is already installed. Second, the curtain rod is not installed. In order to get a more accurate measurement, we strongly recommend you have the rod or track installed. Step 1. Measure the width. If the curtain rod is already installed, measure the total length of your curtain rod to determine the width of the drapery. If the curtain rod is not installed, measure the width of the window by taking the measurement from one corner of the outer frame to the other. Then determine how many inches the curtain rod should extend beyond the window frame on both the left and right sides, and include this in the total width. For better blackout and aesthetic effects, we recommend adding extra width, normally 6 to 15 inches, on each side of the window frame for the curtain stack. Mark these points lightly with a pencil. Step 2. Choose the panel quantity. Decide whether you prefer a single panel or split panels. Step 3. Select the fullness. To avoid draperies looking like a stretched sheet, you need to consider to add fullness for certain header styles for additional width to cover. The higher the fullness, the more three-dimensional the curtains will appear. We offer 3 options. 2 times fullness, nicely gathered with a soft fold on top. This is strongly recommended. 1.5 times fullness, suitable for windows up to 50 inches wide, not recommended for wider windows to avoid a flat appearance. No fullness, creates a flat, sheet-like look when drawn. If you choose a single panel, the width will be the rod length multiplied by the fullness factor. If you choose 2 split panels, to calculate the width for each panel, multiply the rod length by the fullness factor you choose, then divide the result by panel quantity. Step 4. Measure the length. If the curtain rod is already installed, measure from the top of the rod to the floor to determine the length of the drapery. If the curtain rod is not installed, measure the height from the top of the window frame to the floor. Then decide how many inches above the window frame you will mount the rod, and include this in the total length. Typically, curtain rods are installed 6 to 10 inches above the window frame to create the illusion of a taller window. Mark this height lightly with a pencil or use masking tape as a guide. Step 5. Choose the finished length. Choose the finished length for your drapes. You have 3 options. 1 inch above the floor. Break on floor. Slight puddle on floor. Different curtain lengths create diverse visual experiences to your room. Consider your personal taste and the intended look you want to achieve in your space. If the curtain rod is already installed, the length is the height from the top of the rod to the floor, plus the finished length. If the curtain rod is not installed, the length is the height from the top of the window to the floor, plus the rod height above the window, plus the finished length. Attention! If your desired length is 1 inch above the floor, you need to minus 1 inch to get the total length of the drapery. Great! Now you have the measurement. If you're still having trouble with measuring, don't worry. There's a measurement guide tool available on the 2Pages official website to help you get the correct curtain dimensions. You can find it at the following link: 2Pages, curtains.com/pages/drapery-measurement-finder.